Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Ainina binti Muhammad Iskandar. My metric number is 047776. So today I would like to reveal to all of you regarding the topics of Australia bushfire and their government response. The existence of mass burning or bushfire had contributed to the rising of the temperature and global warming that threaten our life on Earth. In other words, this crisis has affected all kinds of living things and non-living thing aspects, including the present and the future. Therefore, Australia is one of the most countries that often having this kind of problem, which transformed them to the worst bushfire country. Australia state resulted to the worst situation, including the damages of environmental. It was estimated that hundreds million animals and plants have been killed and destroyed already, which increased the risk of predation in Australia. The causes of bushfire. There are many causes that lead to the massive fire that always occur in Australia. It can be the causes whether in topography aspect, climate change, and many more. Climate change impacts create many visible changes within an ecosystem and organism. The temperature become increased due to the climate change and has led to the start of the small fire that burnt out millions of hectares of trees and jungles. Australia's climate change has warmed by more than 1 degree Celsius over past century. Other than that, the ignition is one of the causes to the bushfire in Australia. Most of the times, many major wildfires have started in remote areas due to the dry lightning or electrical power lines that being brought down in high winds. But usually this fire normally happen in readily accessible areas and quickly brought under control. Topography also would be one of the methods that can contribute to the bushfire. Many of the bushfire in Australia can be described as uncontrolled forested area. The existence of the fire is somewhat dependent upon local topography at that particular area itself. Hills and mountainous fire burn in areas that tend to be densely forested. The response of Australia government toward bushfire. As the bushfire case often happen in Australia, there are many responses from the government in order to decrease and to stop the wildfire from happening again in the future. As a response, the government is allowed the local people to help the firefighters in to put out the fire. Since the areas that are in fire involve million hectares of lands and jungles, the energy that need to use in order to put out the fire also needed in a very huge amount. That is the reason why the local people helping the firefighters and the government allow it. It is one of the efforts that they can do to put out the fire quickly. Besides, the government also has ordered the helicopters to put out the fire from the above. This way can make the fire extinguish faster. Australia Prime Minister Scott Morrison has dispatched 3,000 Army, Navy and Air Force reservists in order to help in batting the fire. He also had used 20 million Australian dollars, which make it to $14 million US, to lease firefighting aircraft from overseas. Even the government sponsored the eggs and tools a bit late. It is eventually helping to put out the fire in that large scale in short time.